This video is about rebuilding the pinch rollers of a Beocord 5000. For more information, please visit my blog at beolover.blogspot.com or go to my website at www.beolover.com. After rebuilding this Beocord 5000, I had to realize that the tape transport mechanism wasn't working properly all the time. Especially under humid conditions or in a cold room, the tape transport would cease at the leading capstan while the feed-in capstan was still performing, and that resulted in the tape being pulled out here between the capstan and the erasing head. So you will see that in a few seconds. The tape will stop moving here, the take-up spool will stop, yet the feed-in tape here is still running, and so you just saw it here, the tape got sucked out. If I hadn't stopped the mechanism with the stop button, then the tape would have gotten damaged. The reason for this to happen is that the pinch rollers are hardened after more than 30 years of service. This is no surprise because the softeners in the rubber evaporate, and that means the surface of the pinch rollers gets hard, and so they don't make good contact anymore to the capstans, and that means that the capstans can lose contact to the pinch rollers, and so that results in the pinch roller stopping while the capstan is still rotating. But at this point the tape is not being transported anymore because the tape is being transported by the pinch roller and the friction between the rubber surface and the tape. So the solution for this conundrum is to replace the pinch rollers with rebuilt pinch rollers that have fresh rubber on them. If one wants to rebuild the pinch rollers, the first step is to take out the pinch roller arms, so one can then remove the pinch roller from the arms. Now in this video I will not show how to get the arms out. This is shown in a separate video that shows how to rebuild the tape drive of a Beocord 5000 with new belts, and in that video I demonstrate how to take these arms out. So have a look if that is a mystery to you. So in the following now I will show how to take the pinch roller out of one of these arms. This here shows the setup that I used to get the pins out on which the pinch roller is running. So this is a drill press vise, and I'm using a nail here that has a diameter that's slightly less than the pin on which the pinch roller is running. I'm filling the gap between the pinch roller arm and the pinch roller itself with a gap gauge, so the arm cannot bend while I press in the nail. And so now, using the advancing mechanism of the drill press vise, I push in the nail, and with that I press out the pin on which the pinch roller is running. So let's observe. So I'm holding the nail in place, and now slowly I'm cranking the mechanism of the vise, and so you see here that the pin is being extracted. So now I'm pushing further without the gap gauge, because of course now we only have resistance here at this point, and so you see that after a while the pin is out, and that's it, and now we can remove the pinch roller. Here it's falling out. After I extracted the rollers, I sent them to Terry's Rubber Rollers, and after about a week I got them back for a very reasonable price, and these rollers were absolutely as new. I was really surprised how perfectly they were done, absolutely parallel to the roller bearings. The rubber absolutely smooth, perfectly machined, or I have no idea how he does it, but it just looks very perfect. So there's no reason to try this at home. Just put them in an envelope and send them to Terry, and you will be very happy with what you are getting back. Once you get your rollers back, it's time to put them back in. There's one thing to know. The holes that hold the pins, they don't have the same size. So there's one hole that's a little bit larger than the other hole. And that means there's a clear direction from which to insert the pin. So you insert it through the larger hole into the smaller one. And so I'm showing here the larger and the smaller hole for each of these arms. So it's easy to put the rollers back in. Just hold them in place and then put the pin through the larger hole into the smaller one. And essentially with your fingers already you can press the pin most of the way in. The final task is to press the pins in all the way, and so I'm using the drill press vise again. And so you see here with a few turns of the mechanism the pin is pressed into the smaller hole, and now we're basically done. Now you know how to rebuild the pinch rollers of a Beocord 5000. This concludes my video. Thanks for watching.